Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes Podcast, episode 12. What's going on there?
Chanting episode 12.
You did it. You said it weirdly.
Ep.12 because I couldn't get episode in because it was too many syllables.
I'm Joe.
I'm Joe.
And over in the corner,
He's
return.
back. The man. The myth. The Geordie. It's Ethan James! Hey! He's back. He's back from Napa. He's got a tan. He's shaved his beard. It's Ethan James, ladies and gentlemen.
How does it feel to be back?
Oh, I'm delighted to be back. I couldn't wait to come back to the studio. That's all I was thinking when I was in Cyprus, is how much I miss here.
Pog back. It's like Pog back all over again.
It is. And what did you make of the last two episodes that you've listened to?
Well, I obviously saw some clips of the first J1.
Saw clips.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means, Joe?
It means you haven't fucking watched it.
He hasn't watched it.
Why haven't you watched it, Ethan?
Why haven't you watched the podcast that you produce?
I've been busy getting pissed.
We had a good time then.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've got to wait for that because here's what's coming up on the show.
Yeah, talk us through it.
Breaking Joes will start things off.
Boom.
Then we've got Ethan's holiday diaries.
Oh,
we'll get
yes,
into
please.
those nooks
Yes,
and crannies.
please.
9 out of 10 club,
Yes.
Agony bands,
Oh.
and the return of Ask Ethan.
Ethan returns and so does Ask Ethan. I'm so excited, Joe.
I'm very excited. We had a lovely weekend together.
We had a great weekend together. Usually, the Breaking Joes is a separate affair, but this week we had an affair together.
We
didn't
did
Joe?
have an affair together.
It was your big birthday bash.
It was big, but Ethan, you would have been invited if you were in Ayia Napa.
Just
you.
before we say anything, play the karaoke clip. Honestly,
Yeah.
how much fun was that?
It was a lot of fun. Maybe we couldn't have put all the full music on. I definitely put all of our dance moves on.
Yeah.
And maybe put some generic like non-copyright music over our
Yeah,
moves.
because we were doing karaoke for a very long time at your house, weren't we? So talk us through the event.
We had about 15, 16 people there, and I
Big-
wanted to set up
big party.
It was a big party.
Almost all the members of So Solid Crew were
They
there.
were. I wanted to do karaoke because I love karaoke. Yeah. We like karaoke. There's a pub near us.
Yeah,
that
we
does it.
looked at karaoke from a distance.
Yeah.
I've never actually done it there.
Have you never done it?
I'd never done karaoke anywhere until I met you.
Really? So I got a speaker and I got some microphones that I bought
Where'd
from
you get the
Argos.
speaker
The what?
So the mics are from Argos. Where,
Yeah.
where was the speaker from?
Speaker from. I found it.
Found that
I
one.
found the speaker.
Found that one.
Such a dick. I found the speaker and I set it all up. It was great. The only thing was I used YouTube as the place where we got all the music from and the lyrics. So every now and again we had to have a personal advert. It kind of ruined the momentum, didn't it?
Yeah, when it's like you're trying to get Living on a Prayer on, and all of a sudden it's, would you like to go to the Stade de France? Now, personalised tours around some of Britain's greatest stadiums.
Oh,
Stade de
that
France is not in Britain, but carry on.
It was. So we had a great time loading some of the songs up.
Yeah.
And then me and you, we brought the house down.
Oh.
Well, we started with Robbie Williams, rock DJ, did we not?
We did, yeah.
I mean, that was a rogue choice to start us off, but it was a...
It's a decent one, and it's one that people go, oh, I haven't heard this in a while, and I like it. The thing with karaoke is, what I will say is people try and get too smart with it.
Yeah.
You know, people want to go, oh, listen to this cool song I know. No.
No.
Karaoke has to be the cheesiest, the most obvious, the best. That's how you get people singing along.
It was, because Daryl... what did you make of Daryl, by the way? It's the first... No, not the first time you met Daryl.
It's the second time I've met Daryl. It's the first time I've really experienced Daryl. Now, Daryl is the person that we spoke on episode 2, I think, who you text me at about 1 a.m. saying, Daryl is swallowing pennies for fun. That's how drunk he gets. He just swallows coins as a way to make up a bit of cash for the money he spent on beer. But Daryl's a great guy. Yeah. But we did a lot of karaoke, Joe. And what I will say is, we were really the ones holding the mood up, weren't we?
We were. But I think it really opened the floodgates for others. Yeah. So we did Rock DJ. Then next thing you know, we had a bit of... what did we have? We had Fall Out Boy, Arctic Monkeys. Yeah. Elvis got brought out.
Oh, you did.
We did Five. We did a lot of good tunes.
Yeah.
Daryl asked for a couple of weird Irish tunes. Yeah. I don't know if they had anything to do with the IRA, so I had to, push. What are you laughing at, Ethan?
No, it's all right.
What? Go on.
I just thought it was quite funny.
I don't know if you're all right.
It's good for me.
It's good for me. I don't know if I wanted to start up any troubles. I know.
No, that's fair.
So we said no, Daryl. I think we let him do Country Road.
I did that with him.
Oh, you did.
Play the clip.
Wait, have we got that clip?
Yeah, we got loads of clips.
You got the clip.
I gave my phone to Lizzie,
Yeah.
my partner, and she filmed. I've got.
So
do you
much.
know when it's like when they made the Last Dance?
Yeah.
And he's like, they've just got thousands of hours of unreleased footage. My iCloud looks like Michael Jordan's hard drive. Just thousands of hours of unreleased, like more hours than there were hours in the evening. She's got multiple angles, zoom in, zoom out. She's put transitions on it. Honestly, at some point we will release the tapes.
Oh, that'd be great.
And you will see that night documented from start to finish in purely karaoke form.
If we ever do a live show, in terms of like audience live show,
Yeah.
I think we've got to end it with karaoke.
Oh, imagine.
Get the audience up on the feet, pick some bangers out. You've got to give it, though. You've got to give it your all. If you do it, give it your all. Thank you very much for the present.
You're welcome.
That was a dream the next day when we hung over.
Right. So what happened here is, again, I'm going to give this to Lizzie. She did this.
Yeah.
She got keg of beer. She's like, what's Joe's favourite crisps? I was like, sending them over. We've got all his favourite snacks, all his favourite crisps in this little like cut out box, so presentable box. So I'm laden with what is probably 6 to 8 kilograms worth of gifts. Because once you start getting liquids and metal and glass involved, that weight goes right up.
Yeah.
And
liquids are a big one.
Liquids are so expensive.
Wow, it's expensive.
In terms of weight. We're walking over, just completely like full of. She's got the box umbrella. It's raining. Then you text me saying, "You bringing any Red Bull?" I was like, "Well, I wasn't planning on it." And you're like, "Bring some Red Bull." I was like, "Okay, I'll see if I can go to shops." Right. And then you text me saying, "Also." And then didn't send anything else for 25 minutes. And I was like, also what? We're on the way there, getting pissed on. Your box is getting rained on. And then he said, also. And then I said, also what? And you just put Red Bull toilet roll. That was the whole message. I was like, what is happening here? What is happening? Daryl shit himself and he needs a Red Bull to pick him up. So I'm going in going into the shop, which by the way is the other side of your house from where I'm coming from, and it's like a 2-minute walk from your house.
I know.
I had to walk 25 minutes to get there.
Your present was red paper mache as well, and because of the rain, when I took it in, I had all like red down me, and all Becky's friends are nurses. My partner, and they were like, "Oh, what's up with you?" Like you know. Trying to diagnose me with something.
Well, speaking of that, I went to the toilet about an hour into being there. I thought, it's a good time to do a poo at a party because no one really notices you're gone.
Yeah.
So I go to wipe. I look in the toilet. The bowl has just got blood in it. Like, it's just, the water is just red.
What?
And I'm thinking, this is the end. This is the end for me. I'm going to die. I've got anal bleedage.
In my bathroom?
Anal bleedage in your bathroom. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was going to text Lizzie. I was like, we're going to have to get out of here, ring an ambulance. I don't know what, like.
Wow.
And I flushed the toilet and all the water came down the sides bright red.
Yeah.
I looked in the cistern. You got one of them little colour things. I thought I was dying, man. Absolutely shit myself then. I was like, this is it.
Dead. What a great night all
round. It was a really good night. And we left just before things got edgy.
Yeah.
Do you know when the night goes from being like, this is a normal night to who can stay up the latest? Who's going to get the most pissed?
Why did that? Yeah. To put it as long story short, Daryl's text the next day was, "We can't keep living like this."
I love that.
Because he just can't hack it the next day. So that is our weekend.
Brilliant. Great weekend. Happy birthday, Joe, by the way.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's bring in Mr. Ethan J.
There's a sight for sore eyes, eh?
Hello.
Right, Ethan.
And that was our feature. Ethan James, come on.
I've got Ethan's holiday diaries. Ethan James, talk to me. How was the holiday? I want to really set the scene
Start
here.
from the beginning. Who went? Where did you go? How long for? All inclusive? Yes, no, maybe. Keep talking.
There was 9 of us, all the lads from Newcastle.
Not all the lads from Newcastle.
Well,
all of your mates from
Population
Newcastle.
of a couple hundred thousand.
Yes. Not all of Newcastle went to Ayia, Napa. Thank you for.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to have you back.
Come on, let me.
Oh, thank you. And we went to just a really terrible hotel. It was really
Right. Why was
shit.
it terrible?
Well, it was just. It was next to a busy road. It was always noisy. You couldn't relax next to the pool because there was so much noise.
What do you mean you couldn't relax?
A thick smog coming out the back of the bin lorries that they park next door, constantly being blown over the fence.
Bloody hell.
How loud was it out of 10?
Oh, Well, they have these ridiculous bikes, you see, like these like scooters. Do you know like how Benidorm have infamous for their like kind of scooters and things?
Yeah.
Ayia Napa has the equivalent, and people drive around like maniacs. So that was quite distracting. The shower was terrible.
Why?
Well, it's just like, do you know like those shower curtains that like they just stick to you? So there's like, oh, it's awful. Like there's no room. And because it's one of those bath showers, and I just get
especially with all nine of you in there, I bet you could hardly budge. Hey, we're on holiday together. Those who shower together, power together. Do you know what I mean?
How many in your room? How many of you are with her? One room.
Well, we had there was 3 of us, me and my friend Nick in one room, and then Jack was in the kitchen.
Pardon?
What?
Jack
Johnny's
slept
in the basement
kitchen.
mixing up the medicine.
What do you mean Jack's
in the kitchen mixing up the
He's pulled the short straw there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had a massive cockroach on the first day. Honestly, like 2 minutes in, it was bloody terrifying. I ran out the room screaming, had to get Nick to put it in a glass and take care of it.
Did he do it like? Did he down it like a shot, like some crazy person?
He's a little bit of a nutter, Nick. Wouldn't have surprised me. Bit of the Bear Grylls of the group, but yeah, he dealt with it quite well.
Which reality TV star of the group would you say you are? So if he's the Bear Grylls of the group, who are you?
That's a really good question, Joe.
Perhaps the Bruce Forsyth?
Bruce Forsyth?
Yeah.
Why do you see me as a Bruce Forsyth?
Just a very sort of... Him in his later years.
Yeah.
You're quite a sort of wizened man.
You could push both over with just like a little blow.
Yeah.
Really love playing higher or lower at the Grafton Arms as well. So,
Are you on commission from the Grafton Arms? Right.
But anyway, it's nice to see you.
lovely
Ethan.
to be back.
To see you.
To see you, nice.
Come on, Ethan.
Ethan,
Sorry.
what would it? Right. So here's what we're gonna. What were the lowest points of the holiday,
Yeah.
and what were the highest points?
Start
of
with the
holiday?
highest point.
Well, I was quite high when I tried one of those balloons, Joe.
You've done... wait a second. What do they call it?
Illegal high.
No, but there's a name that they call it in
Nos.
the newspapers to make footballers look worse
Hippie
than
crack.
they are. Hippie crack! You've done
crack.
hippie crack!
I guess you could say I'm a hippie cracker or
What-
whatever.
what-
that-
what-
No,
was it
not
like
a hippie
you?
cracker. A hippie cracker is something very different.
He didn't know. He thought the guy was making like an animal out of the balloon. Look, and he didn't know. We had a donkey.
Inhale this noodle. Go on then, what happened?
Well, you just see, I sometimes get a little bit silly when I'm drunk, and I tend to wander away. So my friend Purdy, massive fella, big fucker, he had to come look after us. So I would get lost amongst the crowd, you see, because I saw these people.
Birdie wouldn't. You'd spot him a mile off.
Oh, you would. And I was getting lost in the crowd, you see, and Purdy was like, he got the nickname Big Bear from the holiday because he was looking after us so much. And I just got lost trying to find these balloons, and I managed to scupper a couple of them.
How was it? How was it?
Oh, well, quite enjoyable, actually. I wouldn't call myself a druggie.
But the facts don't lie, do they?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You wouldn't do matter what you call yourself. This court hears that you did hippie crack and loved it.
Yeah, nice.
Are they illegal?
what
They're
was
legal, aren't they?
What was? I think it's a grey area.
Good. Go on. What
Like-
was the worst part then?
Yeah.
So the best part was doing potentially
The
illegal
best part
drugs.
of your whole holiday was doing hippie crack.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was just a notable moment for one who doesn't often take drugs too often.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Too often.
No, not at all. Actually, sorry.
For a man who only does drugs twice a week.
Well,
Yeah.
you see, I had tonsillitis, so I've been on the antibiotics as well.
What are you doing
The
that with your
penicillin.
nose?
Sorry.
If you
you
been on
catch
the antibiotics,
the
you know what I mean?
mum.
Just grind them down, pop them up the old nose. Been on the old
You're off your head,
antibiotics.
mate.
You know how it is, boy.
Well, so give me another high moment before we move on to the lows, because I can't just have you having a balloon and thinking it was, wonderful.
Another high moment.
Something that maybe couldn't have happened in your living room.
Something that couldn't have happened in my living
Stop
room.
repeating it. Look at this.
No, I mean, that's part of what he's like. Just let him be.
Had good fun playing with the ball in the pool.
Okay, you could have done that at home, couldn't you?
I don't have a
He
pool.
don't-
No, that's
he
true.
don't
He doesn't have a pool.
He has to play with it in the bath at home.
So what do you mean? What were you playing?
Just just a bit of volleyball in the pool.
He's gone to one of the party capitals of the world, and the best bits were doing a balloon, which fair enough is a bit partyish, and playing like a Labrador in the pool.
Joking, I'll be honest, I can't really remember the night.
Hey, yes, can't go. What, that all day? Fucking hell. I remember the first day, pal.
What were the lows?
Well, I was following on from that, fully enough.
The ball got popped.
Ball went over the neighbour's fence.
Yeah. Got hit by a lorry that was driving past.
Oh, funny you say that, it did. But it did pop. Did hit a lorry, though.
It hit a lorry?
Well,
How close were you to a main road?
Right next to the main road. Honestly, it was so bloody noisy.
All right, then, low point.
Well, they have these drinks, you see. I don't know if you're familiar with the head fucker.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah. I'm not familiar with that. Funnily enough, I've not heard of that before.
What's in the head fucker?
Well, your question, Joe, should be, what's not in
He's such a lad. Ethan went a boy, and has come back a lad.
So funny.
How has that happened?
So funny.
What's not in it more? Like, well, what is in it, though?
Well,
Because it ain't got an Argos catalogue in it.
I think it's just a mix of many spirits. I know there's like vodka in there, tequila, some kind of like, flavoured kind of spirits and whatnot.
Yeah.
This terrifying concoction of spirits put together. And you see, on the first night, we've got a bit of an idea for the deals down the street. These guys come out, don't they, and offer you like...
Try and bring you in, yeah.
Try and bring you in, exactly true. And we thought, we've got them here. So since we're a big group of 9, we said to them, we want 3 head fuckers each and a vodka for €10.
Hey, I tell you what, Ethan. I tell you what, nothing gets them like buying their drinks off them. Hey, we'll have them here. Let's just buy loads of drinks and give them loads of money. They'll never see that coming. Spend the money that they wanted to spend at their establishment. That'll get them.
Well, you see, Drew, we went out at midnight. And I went home at 1 o'clock. I was pissed that quickly. I was knackered.
You've absolutely done them there.
That is a low point, that. Only spending an hour on a night out. Well, yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you're back, mate.
Anything else? Any other memorable moments?
No, I think that was...
Did Birdie get his, did he take off at any point?
There was...
Ladies?
It was quite a funny moment. Birdie was talking to a lady, a 35-year-old woman, and... She addressed one of my mates. So one of my mates is she said that one of my mates who was 22, Joe, she genuinely thought he was the age of 50.
Really, yeah, he's an old bloke.
Well, he's just maybe drank quite a lot in his time.
Yeah.
And maybe it's affected him.
I think the head fuckers have affected you.
I think his mate's on the way out. It's really affected him. Right. Well, I'm so glad you're back, Ethan.
Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed Napa. 10 days.
10 days.
It's a big holiday that with the boys.
Yeah.
It was 7 days.
Well, he's
why
been
were
off
you
work
away
for
for
10.
that?
So what's going
Hold
on?
on. Why did he miss? Why did you miss?
He's been off work for 2 weeks for a 10-day holiday.
If you recall on the previous episode, I was on the verge of homelessness, and that still hasn't quite been resolved. So I was hoping to be in a house,
But you're currently
in an Airbnb in Fallowfield.
Hey, Becky said you can have our spare room
I've
for a
offered him
couple
a
of
sofa
weeks.
in my house.
Why didn't you say that? An Airbnb in
I
Fallowfield?
know. I offered him a sofa in my house, didn't I, Ethan?
Come
you
spare
did.
spare
Thank you.
room in ours. We've got a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, come and chill with us. Right, that has been Breaking Joe's and Ethan's holiday. I think we'll get more stories out of Ethan as the weeks go on.
As he starts to get his memory back.
Yeah, as the head fuckers wear off.
Yeah.
We have got a sponsor.
Sponsor
We
on the
love a
show.
sponsor. Now listen, they are the wonderful people at Armstrong's Projects. They were established in 2016 and are a UK-based construction specialist. They are predominantly in the Northwest, and Armstrong's Projects expertise in construction from a wide variety of sectors,
good,
Joe.
that. It is
we
great,
love
isn't it?
a construction.
The thing is,
Yeah.
they've got a responsible team and they guarantee comprehensive turnkey construction service, Joe.
I love big words.
You do. Along with their partner design teams and healthy database of approved supply chain partners, services can be individually tailored.
You can get your services individually tailored.
To meet clients' specific requirements, ensuring that expectations of quality, program, and budgets are all met.
Their team have experience in various building projects with values ranging from up to £5 million across a large variety of sectors, Joe.
Honestly, just being honest for a second, That's a lot of value.
That is a lot of
They
value.
can handle the big stuff.
They could build us a Sloppy Joe's bar.
A Sloppy Joe's bunker. Imagine that.
Oh my
when
God.
the end of the universe comes.
And we can get a Oh,
God.
Can I have a top bunk?
We'll argue about that later on.
okay.
Okay. And as with people, so with places, Joe.
They've got a good slogan.
They have.
What's the slogan?
We care, we communicate, we deliver.
Yes, they are a team of professionals who take pride in doing more for their clients, bringing a comprehensive devotion to customer service throughout. And if you want to find out more about Armstrong's projects,
honestly,
the wonderful people who are helping Sloppy Joe's keep on going, it's www.armstrongs-uk.com. That'll be on the screen here.
It's also in the description. So check them out. Like I said, they're helping out the podcast. They're great guys over at Armstrong's Projects. Check them out. Link in the description. Thank you very much, Armstrong's Projects. Back on with the show.
Right, it's time for the 9 out of 10 club.
Oh, big day.
Big day. What is the 9 out of 10 club, Joe?
The 9 out of 10 Club is the club where we look at some of the greatest food and drink available to humankind, and we bring it to the table and we present it to the other two and say that it should be 9 out of 10 rating. It is the elite club for the most elite food and drink on the market. This week, it's your turn, Joe.
Yeah, well, we did think Ethan might bring back a Ayia Napa treat. What's the nicest thing you eat in Ayia Napa?
Oh, it's a good question, Drew. I had a pork curry.
A pork curry?
Enough, I've never heard of that.
You had a pork curry?
I've never heard of one.
It's because, a lot of curry houses, they don't eat pig, do they? And he's had a pork curry. Not asked, does he, in Ayia Napa?
Laughing in the face of convention there.
Yeah.
A pork curry.
Was it nice?
Oh, yeah, it was probably, like I said, one of the best things I had out there.
Right.
Good stuff.
Well, all right, so then it turns into me, and, backwards against the wall a bit with ideas. And then
Why was it?
I had a light bulb moment. You know exactly why.
Mate.
Time restraints. My back was against the wall, and I'm thinking I'm going to cause a bit of a fucking stir here.
Oh, dear.
It's something I've actually, when more I think about it, realised to myself, not only is it 9 out of 10, it's possibly the best thing I have in my life.
Really?
It's possibly
No
the
offense,
thing...
Becky.
I'm the dog. It's possibly like the thing that I go to so much, and it really is, for me, a treat.
Right.
But you wouldn't class it as a treat.
Right.
It's a glass of water. It's a fucking glass of water. You want to try? I'll taste that. It's a fucking good drink. Let's not pretend that, my friend, doesn't keep us alive, doesn't quench the thirst, doesn't be amazing after a run. And I do all three of those things.
Let me taste it.
Let me taste it. Ethan, do you want to come around here and taste it? Put it on the wide.
You want to come round here and taste it? Like you've never had a fucking glass of... For fuck's sake. Ethan, do you want to come round here and taste it? Just fucking imagine it. Imagine if air was wet. That's what it tastes like.
Ethan, come round here. Stop beating around the
Fucking
bush.
I've got water
Put it
in my
on the
eyes.
wide.
I've got 9 out of 10 club in my eyes.
Drink, have a sip.
Ethan, do you want to come round here and taste it? Have you ever had this, fella?
It's fucking nice. You can flavour it.
Yeah, it would have been nice maybe if you'd have fucking done that before you brought it in.
Where did you drink from?
Don't
The
matter.
rim. Nice, isn't it? What is
Nice, innit? Stop trying to...
It is nice, isn't it?
Stop trying to influence
It
it.
is nice. What you do, it is nice, isn't it? It's just sucking. And you know what? He's just
A
never...
glass of water. You are a shit, you are. You're an absolute bag of shit, Joe McGrath.
I honestly think you can't beat it. I tell you what,
Ethan.
if butter got in, water gets in.
Right.
It is 100% a great drink.
Let's talk about this then, eh? So, this is, without doubt, including the Buttergate, this is the laziest 9 out of 10 club we've ever seen. Don't say anything. This is my turn to speak. You've not thought about it.
I have thought
You've
about it. I
you've
fucking love it.
you've
How
not
much
paid
water
any-
do I drink?
Stop. You've not paid any money for it. You've not gone out your way for it. It's not something unique to you. Nothing. This couldn't be lazier.
That being said.
That being said, I genuinely think that water is the greatest consumable item in the world. It's the best, better than any food, any drink. I think water is not only 9 out of 10, I think it's 10 out of 10. I'm not joking.
It's insane,
It is incredible. When you wake up in the middle of the night with a hangover, what do you need? Not one, what do you need? A glass of water. Like you said, you've had a run, a glass of water, a hot curry, glass of water.
Everything is water.
Everything is water. And yes, tea gets all the credit. Coca-Cola's nice on occasion, but water is the greatest drink in the world. And there's nothing better than it. Not only is it 9 out of 10, it's 10 out of 10.
Wow.
I thank you so much. I didn't know you were bringing that. I didn't prepare this.
It's
the best possible food or drink water is. It has to go in. It has to go in.
Ethan James. Ethan, think about this now, because we need all three of us to say yeah. And just think about how much you need water.
Well,
you have a shower once a week. You brush your teeth now and again. That uses water. Think of it, Ethan.
Yeah, you're right, Drew. One thing I have to say is that the water here in our studio is crap. It is crap. There's so it's like it's almost carbonated. Do you not agree, Drew?
It's not great. It's not the best water available. But just think of this as water generally, because he's gone beyond, you know, a supermarket or a takeaway or a brand. This is water fundamental.
Have you got a 2-minute memory, Drew? Not long ago, you were saying this is the laziest thing ever sent into the 9 out of 10 club.
Ethan, it is by far the laziest thing I've ever seen. He just happens to have got lucky.
Yes.
He happens to have got lucky.
I prefer flavoured water. I prefer Volvic.
Volvic?
Yeah, the lemon and lime Volvic.
It's absolute bullshit.
Right, so what are you going to go for then?
So is this water based on like when I'm showering or whatever? I thought this was
it's
a
when
glass
you
of
drink.
water.
It's when you drink. You're not going to. I don't want your dirty bath water. I'm just saying, look,
come on, Ethan, do the right thing here.
Don't peer pressure me, because I think this is disgusting that we even having this conversation.
Really?
You know what? No. There's so many people at home now who are screaming at the headset.
How do you think people are watching this at a call centre? Well, screaming into their headset on stage at Britain's Got Talent. Go on.
What's the phrase? Oh, the TV set.
Screaming into the TV.
Exactly. I think this is lazy. This should not be a 9 out of 10. It's lazy, Drew. It is lazy. And I know I forgot mine today, so you've brought in water, but I still think it's lazy.
So is it not going in?
It's not going in.
That is absolutely disgusting. I genuinely can't believe that. I honestly can't believe that. I don't know if there is some sort of like, what's the word? Like when you sort of
what? Look, appeal.
Appeal system.
Well, we're going to appeal it all at the end of the series.
We need to appeal this. We need to appeal this because that is a disgrace.
I can't. You're not allowed to drink water for another week.
Water is the greatest drink there is.
You could go.
What drink is better than water?
Coke.
Unbelievable. He goes to Napa once. Can't stop talking about Coke.
No, that's
little druggy.
Hippie crack now.
I've had antibiotics all week.
Yeah, I bet he has. Little bag of them.
Why don't you put a poll out and see what the slop is?
It doesn't go in. If it's 2 out of 3, it
in.
isn't good enough. And yes, it was lazy. Yes, it was disgusting. But I think water is the greatest drink on earth. It's not going in.
It's not going
That's the end
in.
Of it. It's not going in.
We are done on that. That is the 9 out of 10 club for another week. Next week, Ethan, you best big summer in, mate.
Give us your thoughts on that at home as well, because I think that should have gone in, even though he's messed about. Go on, what's next,
sipping water watching this. We've got Agony Bants. Agony Bants. Agony Bants. So this is where we get your problems in, your queries, your thoughts on life, and we try and solve them. SloppyJoesPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, send in yours to SloppyJoesPodcast@gmail.com. We will answer them on the show. Thomas.
This was from Thomas. He wants to remain anonymous.
Thomas the Anonymous.
It kind of rhymes, that one, doesn't it? Dear Sloppy Joes, I have an addiction that affects me every time I travel on the train. If travelling to work, to the gym, to see Uncle Mick, or to join my charades club every Tuesday, brackets, spaces are still available to join, close brackets, I simply have to Press the button to open the train doors. It's simply a must. No one else can do it. I must be the one to relieve the doors of their pressure and hear the beep, 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 beep.
Oh, that hydraulic action at work.
This requires me to not sit down at all when I'm alone on a train. I simply have to lean near the door. When traveling with friends, I need to find an excuse 2 or 3 minutes before we get to our stop to make sure I'm really close to the button. The greatest moment of my life comes when I'm at the door and we are arriving at a very busy stop, and everyone
Nothing quite like
is simply waiting for me. As the driver turns the key, the green button lights up, and I press the open sign. The elation is unmatched.
Palpable.
The ecstasy runs through my veins
Like Ethan and Napa.
and penis.
Oh, not like Ethan.
However, things are getting a little bit too much. However, let me read this out. However, things are getting a little too much. Last week, I barged an old woman out of the way so I could press the green button before she did. How do I stop this and my addiction? Joe. No, sorry, Thomas. No, he's asking at you. Joe.
Good.
Right, this guy loves pressing the green button.
Can I tell you something?
Do you know what? I love it as well.
Everyone loves it. I was on the way to Stockport the other day, right? And there was a woman who she was there. I don't think she wanted to be there. She was button side seats.
Yeah.
Like Thomas will tell you, these are primo seats.
Yeah, good seats. Yeah.
The train is pulling into Stockport.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone knows what's the rule. What do you have to wait for before you press the button?
Do a little
You wait for the green light, you wait for the button. Right. The green light hasn't started. The train hasn't even stopped yet, Joe.
What?
And she is... She's Woody Woodpecker in the
No,
fuck out of this. But honestly,
come on.
she must have pressed it 17 times before the button comes on. And then, the green light hasn't come on yet. Everyone's watching her. She's
The pressure's getting to her.
panicking. She's lost her head at this point.
Thomas would
and
love
then
this.
here's what happens. To really, like, everyone's thinking, this is so sad. This is her at her worst. She's lost it. And then what happens is, green light hasn't come on. And then she turns to the carriage and goes...
Oh, she did.
Like that, like,
oh, no.
like,
She gave
turns
up.
on,
She
goes-
gave up.
And just as she turns, green light comes on. She's now facing away from the green button, and everyone's going,
Press the green button.
behind you. I am absolutely pissing myself. Someone
There
else
is-
in the end has to sneak in next to her, press it themselves. Couldn't have gone worse for her.
It is a nice
And
feeling.
that's the thing,
yeah.
and that's what I want to say to Thomas is, yes, it might be a problem. Yes, it might be something that, you push people out of the way. Don't push people out of the way. But not everyone can handle that pressure.
Yeah.
And in Thomas, society has found a steward of the button, a commander of the button, someone that knows when to and not to
Yes,
press.
yes.
We have found our person on the trains. What this person needs to become is a train conductor. Someone that walks up and down, and not only can press the button on occasion, but inserts the golden key, turns
the
it,
golden
and gives
key.
access to every single carriage.
Yeah.
Would there be no greater joy in life, Thomas, than to be in control of every single button, on the sort of Trans-Pennine Express network? That could be him. So I think
Yeah,
it's
the job is-
easier said than done,
yeah.
this job, and I commend Thomas for his hard work. Thank you very much, Thomas.
2 things. One, I was going to say, buy you a little button so you can just keep it in your pocket.
Yeah.
So then if you can't get to it, the relief of just pressing your own little button, happy days.
Yeah.
Second thing, in Toronto, Canada, the doors did open before.
Toronto, Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Thanks for clarifying.
The doors did open before it stopped.
No.
The doors would open about a second before it stopped.
Wait, the train is still moving when
Yeah,
the doors
the
open?
train
Like the
in the
London Eye.
Underground.
Do you know, it just continuously goes down,
Exactly
you have to hop on.
like the Underground.
Really?
Yeah. So now and again, you get Mavericks just flying off before.
Just 700 miles an hour.
I mean, it wasn't in
Bullet
like the dark
trains.
tunnels. I mean, when it was literally approaching the. Oh,
This is my stop.
do you like that pressure, Ethan? Of the button pressing?
I've never been able to touch a button.
Too high?
No, the height's not an issue. But ever since COVID, I just can't touch things in public.
Do you want to go?
Well, you can't touch things in public. What?
No, I even like a traffic light, pedestrian crossing. I can't touch them. I have
You
to, like,
just that's why he's
lifts
late.
a guide dog up by the face and just nudges its nose into the button. That's why he's like, 'cause he's trying to cross he's trying to cross a dual carriageway without
Just
the
by
button.
running.
Yeah. Yeah, like Frogger. Him crossing the road is like a game of Frogger.
Oh man.
That's interesting, Ethan. Have you thought about carrying a sort of handheld sort of squirty bottle with you to sanitize your hands afterwards?
I used to do that all the time, but I'm quite lazy, so now I just use like my t-shirt or whatever.
Okay, yeah, something that kills absolutely zero germs whatsoever.
Oh, it's just psychological, I think.
It is, yeah, because I think you're probably fine to you know, you had tonsillitis the other week. That was probably worse than COVID would be for you.
Yeah. Did you get that off like a traffic light?
I don't know what I got it from, to be. Well, who knows?
What's
Right,
next?
no, ask Ethan. We got
Ask Ethan.
Ask Ethan.
Ask Ethan. Put some effect on that. Just so
Always
it's
forget.
sort of dizzyingly reverberant.
Of course.
Thank you. This is the part of the show where we ask Ethan James. We try to get into the mind of Ethan James, even if that mind has been somewhat fucked by the cocktails that drinking of the same name. Ethan, this is one for you from one of our viewers. Would you rather be able to talk with the animals or speak all foreign languages?
Great question.
Well, you see, I probably think animals aren't that cognitively intelligent as us, so they probably don't have very much interesting things to say.
I mean,
Wow.
that's been picked apart, isn't
Completely
it?
dismissing the entire animal kingdom there. All right, then.
Well, have you never seen like a goat and thought, I bet he's got a story to tell? Do you not see? Sometimes I see goats and go, they've been
Imagine,
through it.
yeah. If goats speak 1,000 words or whatever, a picture paints 1,000 words, how many does a billy goat paint? Ethan, over to you.
You're asking where you got the name Billy from?
I think it would be quite haunting as well to learn the tales of animals. It might make you want to go vegan from the stories we tell from the slaughterhouse and things. It must be quite horrifying.
Yeah, which animals from the slaughterhouse are you going to be speaking to? You can't speak to a tin of tuna. We're speaking to a steak in Aldi.
Yeah, that's Terry over there. He survived the slaughterhouse last week.
Yeah.
He got out in time.
The ones that go to the
Terry's
slaughterhouse
shaking.
tend to end up dead.
But like the survivors could
But
go
think of
like
the podcast you could do.
Survivors.
They could go around to schools and like do talks and that. Couldn't
It's
they?
only you that can speak to him.
So you translate like a chicken. He survived 2 slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
I think people would think I've gone potty, wouldn't they? I don't think they'd believe us.
No,
So
you
that
could
would be a
prove it.
waste of a gift. But if I can speak foreign languages, other humans can sanction that as legitimate.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you
go
want
for
to have
other
a go at
languages.
some? No.
Do your accent.
Dude, speak Chinese now.
No, let's not do that.
He's not willing to try. That's the thing is, Ethan could maybe already be able to speak every language.
Exactly.
But he won't know because he won't try. Question 2. Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or a bunch of dicks going down your back like a stegosaurus?
Ooh. Can I?
Can you use
Oh,
it in a
and then
sentence?
guess what? He could be the head fucker.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't get paid
That's
enough
good.
for that.
That.
No, you don't get paid at all. I got a business account. Go on, Ethan.
Can I feel the vagina and the dicks? Are they like a part of me? Or are they just like attached to me?
Ethan,
Yeah, you can feel the
you can
vagina.
feel them all right.
Well, I've always wondered what it'd like to be a woman for a day.
Question 3, if you could be any woman for a day, who would you be?
That's a great question.
Here's a great question.
That's a great
One of
question.
my greatest questions.
Um, Well, probably the Queen.
Really?
Queen.
96? You
Someone
wouldn't
who's
have to do
96
much.
years
Oh,
old.
actually, no, I definitely
Piss
No,
wouldn't.
he's
yourself
picked the
a
Queen
lot.
now. Very good answers.
Oh, okay.
Which one would it be then? The vagina on the head?
Oh, yeah, I think it'd have to be.
Forehead as well, though.
What would you pick?
Oh, that's true.
What would you pick?
Vagina on the forehead.
Yeah, you don't want loads of dicks on your back.
No,
Well,
not again.
What?
Huh?
no, I guess you wouldn't. No,
Go on, say it.
no.
What?
No, yeah, you're
Go
right.
on, no. You had a
wouldn't want
thought,
that.
and
No,
we need to hear it.
Say it
No,
to my face, Ethan.
I was just thinking of like the physique, what it would mean, the endless possibilities.
Name me one possibility.
Yeah, that's true. We name one possibility. Let alone you said endless. So presumably, to come up with just one possibility that you could do with, a series of dicks down your back that you couldn't do without, should be easy for you to say. Ethan James.
Well, it maybe should be easy for me to say, Joe.
Doesn't make
Well, I
sense.
think I was speaking rubbish. I think. Let's move on.
I take it back. I was talking shit.
Oh, well.
Sorry, Ethan. Well, that's great. So it's vagina on the head, and he wouldn't want to talk to anyone else because he doesn't think they've got anything interesting to say. That's Ethan James, ladies and gentlemen.
And that has been another wonderful episode of the Sloppy Joes
So good to have you back,
podcast.
Ethan, mate. So good to have you back.
Yeah, we had a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah.
This is, I love Sloppy Joes. Ethan, you were missed, mate.
Thank you.
The head fucker. Do we sell them at the live show?
Yeah. Cocktails and shit.
We have to run it past the bar, I think.
Yeah, they won't
I
mind.
do a live show at my house.
Yeah. That's an awful idea.
That's an awful idea. Patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. Which is Sloppy Joes Pod?
Sloppy Joes Pod.
Sloppy Joes Pod. Make sure you join the 500 Club. I think we've got 50 members left.
Yeah.
Join it. You get wonderful content, exclusive content, only there for you.
And you get it for £1 a month for life as well if you join now.
Bloody life. Right, we'll see you soon,
Thank you
everyone.
very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Ethan, wave.
Bye-bye.